what's up, fam? Mainman Mademan here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. It's going down. The thing is, man, thinking about this Errol Spence Jr. Canelo Alverez situation, right? Now, I told y'all in my last live stream that I'm not really thinking much about that fight. And both men, of course, they got things to do. But the thing is, though that fight does not make sense today, there could come a time that fight could make perfect sense. Aside from just being a freak show, you know what I'm saying? A big grab, a money grab. I mean, aside from that, it can actually make better sense later on down the line. The way I look at it, and the reason why I don't really want to think about that fight right now, first off, I feel as though, to be honest, if Errol Spence Jr. does what he needs to do and just worry about what he needs to do, he can be definitely much bigger than Canelo Alverez. I mean, honestly, he can be much bigger than Canelo Alverez. You think about it in this aspect. Earl has one built-in thing for him that no other fighter right now, aside from Charlo's, really have going for him. And that is, he has the biggest state in the union backing him in Texas. It's like the same thing with presidential politics. You think about it. Why does guys a random governor or a random mayor can come out of Texas and be like first in line for the president, like head in the polls for the presidency? How do you think that is? Because of the power of Texas, because of the numbers of Texas. You know what I'm saying? And Earl got that. So the market is there. He has a hell of a launching pad. The way I look at it is, if Earl go out here and he beats Terence Crawford, he beats a Keith Thurman, and if Manny Pacquiao gets thrown in there some way or something, even if he doesn't really beat Manny Pacquiao, but if he beats Bud and he beats Keith, he dwarfs Canelo Alvarez. There is no more Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez will be begging Errol Spence Jr. for a fight. He will be, whatever weight you want to do, Earl will have much more leverage, because he will not only have this humongous crowd, this draw, but he'll have the accolades to back it. He'll have the fans looking at him like the next Floyd. If he beats Bud and Keith, they will be looking at Earl as the next Floyd Mayweather. And I'm telling y'all some real spill. That's how he can achieve it. And that's why I don't want him worrying about no damn Canelo Alvarez. Let Canelo go do whatever Canelo got to do. Earl can be bigger. You know what I'm saying? Bigger. You ain't got to give shine to no Canelo. You can be much bigger. You need to stop thinking like a worker and start thinking more like a boss. You got, you take, I know you want to take the orders from the suits. Terrence don't seem like he doing that. Terrence seem like more he telling the suits what it is. But you got to take okay, cool. You going out here making moves that giving Canelo shine and making you look small and all that, when you technically, if you do what you got to do, you can be bigger, man. You can be bigger. You can be way bigger, son. I'm telling you. So that's the deal, man. All you got to do is drop the BS, the 60, 40, 70, 30, stall. Drop it and say, let's get this on so I can get to my greatness. That's all we saying. 50-50, bro. Whatever makes it work. Let me just get this up off you, man. I need to get you out the way so I can really go do my thing and step on that stage and take that torch. Take it away from Canelo Alvarez. You can just take it away from him. You got bigger fights in your future than Canelo do. Canelo might got accomplishment type fights like other championships and unifications and stuff, but when it comes to what the fans are asking for, you got it, bruh. The Terence Crawford, the Keith Thurman, the Manny Pacquiao. You did. If Canelo want to get, see, I try to tell people in my post-fight live stream, Canelo can rack up those accolades, but the only people that's going to really be overly happy what he's doing is his fan base, which that's all he really cares about. As long as y'all happy with it, understand what I'm doing, forget, because he's grown his numbers. So forget all that. That's why people like me come back and say, but what about the real fighters? The ones we've been asking for. The Charlos, the Andre. We've been asking for that for years. But it's like, forget that. No, I'm going to go do this. All right, cool. So this is going to be like the reaction you get. You're going to get, okay, that was a good win. Another belt, you know, what he won, like 25 belts, something like that. I don't know, you know, cool. But my deal is, it ain't Charlo and it ain't Andre. It ain't Bivol. It ain't Viterbi. And I know people may say, well, man, there's always going to be a what about this one and what about that one. It comes with the territory of being on top. But in the case in Canelo's where everything has been just catered to him in a way or two, from catch weights to drug laws to you name it, to the cherry pick. I mean, with everything that's been catered to him, it's like, all right, bro. I mean, we see what you're doing. Some of y'all might don't because y'all into the fandom of it, but we see what you're doing. And in Errol's case, him and Terence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing right now. He can take that, go and win that, forget all the obstacles, let's just do it, because the other side is so bright. If you can beat Terence Crawford, if you think it's so easy, if you can beat the man, get him 50-50, see how Bob gonna move on that, and let's go. Get your greatness. You got things to do. You gonna sit there and wait, make the Crawford fight just linger over like a dark cloud when there's other things that can be done? Like this Canelo. If you want to get this Canelo situation on, cool. Clean up at your division first. Because Canelo got years built in, baked in of doing what he's been doing. You just kind of really getting started. So go bigger. Go for Bud. And you can surpass Canelo Alverez. Easy work. Thumbs up for the homie on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Salute to everybody in Mainman Mademan's Boxing Forum. We will be live very, very soon, man. Salute to the fam. Thumbs up for the homie, man. Yes, sir, man. I'm just saying, Slim, like, yo, bro, it makes sense to me. I just figured, like, yo, man, you need to start thinking, like, in those terms. Going to that Canelo fight, it was stupid, man. It was unnecessary. You should have went to the Bud fight. Going to that fight would have paid off for what you want to do, your legacy. It would have paid off better for you to go to the Bud fight as opposed to going to Canelo's fight. To the next video. Peace out.